down to our back. Nice gentle practice today. But as always, making it your practice. So if you want to do anything stronger, please do. Oh, just come down to our back. And as we come down to back, let's bring our knees in one at a time. And then just very gently easing our back out, just rolling forward and backwards. Oh, gentle stretching of the lower back. Gentle circles of the knees. Just checking in how the hips feel. So you notice as the knees come over the hips, the weight is a bit more around the hip bones, and then as we bend the elbows and draw the knees in a circular position, we feel the weight just rolling around the back. So nice and slow. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Maybe just grounding the left foot, and maybe just bring the hands behind the right thigh. Just maybe interlocking the fingers and just lengthen the leg. Little bend in the knee if we need to soften the back, so we still have a nice long spine. I'm just going to start to circle the foot, spread the toes nice and wide. And just very gently circle the ankle either direction. Stimulating all the energy highways that run from the toes, through the sole of the feet, the ankle, simply maybe pushing the heel away, pointing the toes, keeping the toes nice and expanded. We feel the breeze between the toes, just pointing and flexing. Still feeling the weight of the body down to the earth. So feel the sacrum grounded. The head grounded, shoulders rolling down from the ears. And then we either keep moving, if it feels better, keep moving. Or see if we can pause here and push the heel away. Tip the toes down towards the face, down towards the body. And just push the hands, pull the hand into the thigh and push the thigh into the hand. And again, adapt this to suit what feels good for you. Few breaths here. As we slowly breathe here, just feel things start to relax. The muscles in the back of the thighs, back. Just feel all the bones slowly releasing to the earth. Now we can keep the head relaxing down, or we could lift the head, coming up, roll the shoulders forward, just a very gentle stretch, so bone by bone from the upper spine, curling towards the thigh. Just make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed. And you might feel, if your knee is bent, you might feel you want to straighten a little tiny bit and see how that feels on the back. Still drawing the thigh in. Still push the thigh into the hands. Now either keep the head lifted or let the head release down, but make sure there's no tension or tightness creeping into the neck. If there is, just release the head down, tucking the chin. If it feels a good idea, we could slide the left leg away. So the left leg can be a little bit bent, if that feels better on our back, or we can stay really bent with the foot grounded. Or we can just slide the left foot away, and again, pushing the heel, quite an active left leg if that feels okay. Toes still spreading nice and wide, so both feet are flexed. Both sets of toes are nice and wide. Feel the breeze between the little toe and each toe between, up to the big toe. And then we can stay here with the left leg heavy on the ground, sliding away. Or we could slowly just lift the leg very slowly from the ground. Really good to strengthen our knee muscles by engaging the thigh. So we can hover here. And if it feels at all achy in our back, just let the leg just come back down to any position, any point, just to make sure we feel a nice stretch still in the right thigh. Breathing here. Then we're going to release that left leg, slide the left foot back to the ground, bending this right knee, and just bring the hands over the top of the right knee and just maybe circle it, or we can use one hand just to guide it, keeping that left hip on the ground, just very gently easing the hips out. Let the arms come at shoulder height, bring both knees into the body, and just very small gentle rocks just to ease out the back. Make sure there's no tightness gone in the back. Let the knees rock. So the thighs can be really tight into the body. If our back is okay, the knees can come over the hips. We can even bring the legs in a little right angle, flexing the feet. So it can be as active or as soft as it feels good for you. We can circle the knees. So we feel a little massage around the lower spine and the mid spine, either direction. And if it feels okay, just a gentle rock from side to side. And again, depending on how our back is feeling, we can make this rocking a little bit bigger. Also, actually, for our back, it might be better to have our feet on the ground and let the knees just move. So it's still twisting, but with the feet on the ground really wide to the mat, it's a bit safer maybe. So just work out what feels better for your twist. And if it feels okay, let the knees come further over the side, palms suckering in the earth. Let the head move in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling. And then bring the knees back to center. Let the hands come around the knees or the calves, and just draw the head in, just to stretch the upper spine. But just rock release the shoulders. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. And then slowly release the head, and release one foot, then the other foot. And we're going to take that to the other side. So we're going to bring the left knee in, and we're going to just lengthen the left leg to the sky. So we can interlock the fingers behind the left thigh. A little bend in the knee, maybe just to check in how the back's feeling. And then just maneuver the leg out away from the body, just so we feel the weight onto the back, the lower back, the hips, pelvic area. So again, if our back is niggly, just bend the knee a lot, just work out, just ease the body in. It's okay, we're going to push the thigh into the hands and draw the hand into the thigh. So we start to feel a strong sensation around the back of the thighs, a nice stretchy sensation. And again, we're going to circle the toes, circle the foot, spread the toes nice and wide, moving into the body, loosening and warming in, lengthen the muscles, activate the energy highway in little tiny meridians or nadis that run through the body. Pointing and flexing. Again, keep the toes spread nice and wide. And when it feels nice, maybe just a little bit stronger, push the thigh a little bit stronger into the hands, draw the hands a little bit in, and then maybe let the chin come to chest and maybe roll the body up to stretch the upper spine. But then just make sure the shoulders relax down from the ears. Maybe gaze to the toes if that feels okay. If you want to release the head down at any time, please do. So keep being awareness to the right leg, either keep it bent or we can lengthen the right leg. And again, this can be quite active. We can have a nice soft heavy leg, or we can expand the toes, push the heel away. Imagine we're expanding that fascia that runs from the sole of the foot, runs right over the body. And then maybe if it feels a good idea, we can lift and hover the right leg from the ground. So using the thigh muscles, the quadriceps. Really good to strengthen these, strengthen our knee. Really good for our body. Any niggles in the back or the neck, don't fight to keep the head up. The head comes down at any time. Chin slightly tucked down. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel the energy around the tummy. And then release that right leg down, bending this left knee. Just bring the hand over the knee and just maybe keep the right hand on the right hip and just circle this right knee, feeling into how it feels. And then bending the right knee, bring both knees in, circling. And then arms out to the side, again, come into a twist. So again, just gently, the thighs can be really close into the body, which is nice for the back, just to soften the back. If the back feels strong, we can get the knees over the hips. We can flex and bring the legs into a right angle, flex the feet. And we'll rock from side to side, using the arms and hands as stabilizers. Again, we can go really slowly, rocking and massaging into the back slowly. Knees and legs can be together and a bit stronger by taking the knees further to the side, but keep that connection with the arms and the hands, staying in control, very gently. And again, feet can stay on the ground, looking after our back. If it feels nicer for our back just to stay on one side, let it ease out kindly and gently, please do. And if we're feeling it's quite strong here and our back is great and we're feeling, oh, everything's wonderful and everything's in control and there's no problem, I get a bit stronger. As we let the legs come over to the left, maybe just lengthen the top leg, pushing that heel away. So the right foot's flexed. Tummy buttons drawing in, feel the energy around the tummy, around the ribs. Use the hands and arms as stabilizers. Then retract the knee in. Inhale to center, exhale to the side. So again, in your own time, we're making sure you go slowly with awareness. Extend the top leg only. Use the hands and the elbows, the shoulders to stay centered and in control. Retract the knee, we breathe into center. And then move from side to side in your own time. Use the breath out as we come over. Inhale, retract the knee, back to center. Now if you find that this is really comfortable, we want to go to the next level, we can keep the top leg out and lift back to the sky with the leg long. And then change the legs at the top and release over. Hovering from the ground as we come over. Change the legs to the top, exhale to the side. And then as we come over the next time, as we change the legs to the top and come over the next time, if we feel really raw, if our energy is really good and everything's feeling healthy, we can extend both legs. Really use the arms, the elbows, the hands, they control, and maybe lift the legs both to the sky. So either bend the knees and retract the legs and then come to the center, or legs stay long. So just work out what feels better for you. Come into your body. It's super strong on the back, so make sure we keep the weight on the hips so the sacrum is grounded as we come to the center. Anytime you need to bring the knees in and just ease out, please do. I'm going to move from side to side a few more times. Inhale to center, exhale to the side. Inhale, draw the legs to the center. Again, retract the knees, stay safe, don't strain anything. The next time we come to center, just pause for a moment. Bring the hands to the knees, draw the head and just ease the back out. Make sure the back, the shoulders, the neck are okay. Little wiggle the hips. Head down and again, just circle the knees. Just going to check in the back. We're going to come into a twist this time and stay. But before we go into a twist, we'll make sure the back feels okay. Easing out any tightness. And then when you're convinced you feel okay, bring that knees to the body, either into the body or a right angle or long. So choosing how you're coming into this twist to the left, easing over to the side. We're going to pause for a couple of breaths. Just pause, pause, pause. Tummy's drawing in, strong energy around the ribs. Nice even breath in. And then release the legs down. So either bend the knees and come into a grounded twist, or legs can be long. So it's always nice to try different twists because it works on different parts of the body. So if you've got the knees bent, the knees could be quite low down and the twist comes more around the lower back, the kidney area. Or the knees could be quite high, to bring the twist around the thoracic region, around the ribs and the liver, spleen. Or the legs could be long at the side. So if the legs are long, we may want to hold with our thigh or hand, or our calf, or our feet. And then we're just going to shuffle the left shoulder blades over a little tiny bit, make room for the right shoulder blade, and turn the head to the side. And we're going to pause and breathe here. See if we can soften any tightness, and just let the muscles lengthen. So we can stay in this twist, or a stronger twisted root is bend the knees, bring the knees back to center, ground the left foot and cross the right thigh right over the left thigh. Maybe wrap the legs around each other, the lower legs. Use the left foot to lift the hips up. And again, we can use cushions, bolsters, come to rest in this twist. So we just ease the body into a twist. So we want to make sure the shoulder blades are connected equally, so use the elbows to shuffle the left shoulder blade over, and then we can let the head turn to the opposite direction from the knees, arms out to the side, and just see if we can relax and release. Big breath in and a long, long exhale out. Noticing for gripping in the thighs, the glutes, anywhere, and just release all those muscles that run down the back body. And wringing out any stagnant energy here. So breathing it out. So the twist is more on the right side, which is our yang side, our sun, our masculine, our busy. All to do with financial things and physical things, careers. So bring out anything we've got niggling us at the moment. Breathe out. I'm going to bring the right arm over. I'm just going to come into cat's tail. I'm going to just prop the head up, unravel the legs, shuffle the bottom hip backwards. And we're going to use a prop under this front knee, so it can be soft, or if you prefer to have the legs straight and propped, we could do that as well. We're just going to ease this right shoulder back, so start to feel a stretch in the back, an arching of the back. And if you want to, this back leg, this bottom leg, the left leg, it's bent, you can just push the knee further back, bend the foot, and maybe hold on the foot. If you can't hold the foot and you want to get an extra stretch on the thigh, then we can use a belt or a scarf or something, or a towel, tea towel, anything, just to wrap around the foot, just to hold on. And we can stay here with the head lifted. Or if the back is okay, we can ease in. So just, if you prefer, just to bring your knees in, if our back isn't good, and we ought to just come into fetal position, just to have a nice stretch in the back. It's a nice soothing sensation in the back. This might feel too strong, so just maybe come to fetal position, just to pause. If our back is okay, maybe just ease the head further down and bring awareness to the breath. So as you breathe in, just imagine we've got our hand on the top of these ribs, or we can't even put our hand there. And we breathe into the ribs here, breathe into the lungs, expand the lungs, expand the ribs. And exhale, just relax further back. You might not really want to need any support for the knee. Just a couple of breaths here. And then release the back foot. And very, very slowly roll onto the back, very slowly, bit by bit. So not rushing. It's often when we move out of these poses, that we lose our focus, that we can strain ourselves, injure ourselves. So just stay nice and mindful, stay in the moment, stay present. As we come onto our back, just realign everything, hands on our tummy, and just gently rock the hips forward and backwards. Just to ease out the back, any tightness we put in, any strength we put in, might have brought some tension as well, so just ease that out. Just to lengthen the muscles, bring the blood back in, just to nourish the back. And then we're going to come to our twisting the sides. We've got a bag back, feet can come nice and wide, and we can just ease the knees over to the right. Feet nice and wide, wider than the mat if we want, if that feels good. Or if it feels better, knees come into the body. And again, we can just pause here as the knees come in, stretch the spine, like the head towards the knees. Relax the shoulders, stretching the neck, the shoulders, the upper back. Just give it a nice, also it's a nice, maybe the arms can come around the shins, just a little roll. Stimulating our urinary bladder, meridians down the back body, washing away anything we don't need. And when we're ready, just release the hands to the knees, head to the earth, tuck in the chin. Just pause with the knees over the hips, just bring the weight down onto the lower back. And again, we can circle. We're connecting with the kidney energy here, and adrenal energy. Especially on a busy weekend, with a bank holiday weekend, it's kind of drained on our energy. So just bring the energy back in by just circling the knees. Even circle them separately as well, you know, don't feel you have to just do it this one way. Make this your practice. And then we're going to move into our twist. The arms come out as stabilizers, palms sucker into the earth. And let the knees just gently rock from side to side as we ease our way into this twist. And again, we can have the knees into the body, or we can with the legs into a right angle, tummy button drawing in, protect the back. Or we can lengthen the legs to the sky. So just finding your twist, coming over to the right slowly. So feel the energy in the tummy drawing in. Control the release of the legs to the side. And again, we can hover from the ground. Strong tummy. Feel that energy in the base of the spine, the tummy, just below the tummy button, the second chakra, around the ribs, and then release the legs down. So again, we can have the knees bent. We can hold onto the legs if the legs are long, or the big toes of our hands come to our big toes. Again, make sure the shoulder blades are connected to the earth, so we can use the elbows to shuffle the right shoulder blade over. Make room for the left. Sharing equally. And then the head can turn in the opposite direction. Big breath in and long, long breath out. So notice any difference on this side of the body. Notice if we want to change how we are on this side. Either side of our body can be different. It's always good to check in. Mindfully breathe out what we don't need. Any stagnant energy. Any dark energy. Breathe it out. Let it all go like a grey smoke out from our mouth. Breathe in that light energy. Legs can be long, or we can come into that twisted root. We bend the knees, ground the feet. Left thigh wrapping over the right thigh, wrapping the leg around. We can use the foot to lift the hips and come onto the right hip. It's quite a strong way of coming in, so adapt how it feels better for you. Let the knees come over. And again, we can put support under the knee. Now when we've got the space, just use the elbows to shuffle the right shoulder blade to the right. Make room for the left shoulder blade and ease out. Big inhale, big exhale. Scan the body, and if there's anything we need to change, to ease anything out, just let that happen. Just take the mind to any strong, safe sensations and soften with the breath. We're twisting out the left side, the yin, the moon, the feminine, passive. To do with our creative side, our feminine energy. So any blockages here, let it go. Anything niggling us, let it go. Breathe in. Universal pranic energy, healing energy. To enliven and enrich. And we're going to bring the left arm over. So we're going to roll onto the right side. We're going to lift the head, bring the right hand on it. We're going to find our cat's tail. So again, we could just curl into fetal position here if that feels better. And then just push the bottom hip back, push the bottom knee back. And then see if our hand comes to the back foot. Just make sure as we gaze back to this back knee, the top knee is forward. Again, this leg can be long. You can put props underneath, support the leg. Just go slow with awareness, or it can soften. And if it feels okay, it's going to ease back. Take that top shoulder, the left shoulder back, ease back. So I definitely feel this is my more relaxed side. I feel a bit more tense on the other side. So just observe what's different for you, or if it's the same. Breath in, breath out. Again, imagine we've got our hand on the ribs at the side here. So really expand and breathe into the left side of the ribs, left lungs. Breathe out, letting go of any stagnant energy here, anything that's been held, being gripped onto, let it go. And we're going to bend this left knee, we're going to release that foot, we're going to roll back onto our back, realign nice and slowly. Use our elbows to realign the shoulders as well. Hands on our tummy and just rock forward and backwards. Just again to ease out the back. And if the hands want to come to the knees and keep the arms long and just rock from side to side, so a little massage. And keep the knees over the hips, just massage around the pelvic area. And move in the elbows, circle, either direction. If you want to bring the head up and just curl into a little ball, we can do. And then release the head down, release the feet down, hands on our tummy. Just going to rock the hips forward and backwards. As we exhale, the tummy buttons in, that lower back, the lumbar lordosis spine grounds, and the tail tucks up, the coccyx tucks up. And as we inhale, the tail rolls down, and that natural curve under the spine rounds. So very gently, very small movement, feet are hip distance apart, facing forward. And then from side to side, so just let the hips roll from side to side, very gently, slowly. And then do a circular motion, so the tail to the right hip, to the lower back, to the left hip, to the tail. So just circling, changing direction. I'm going to bring the hands behind the head, interlock the fingers, tuck the tail to the sky, bring the elbows together, squeeze the elbows as close together as we can, then lift the head, stretching the upper spine. So the tail is tucked up and the head is tucked up, so stretching the lower back, the mid back and the upper back. Then releasing the body down bit by bit. Let the arms come wide, round the tummy. So feel tummy rounding, tail tucking down, and then tail tucking up, elbows squeezed together and round. very gentle twist, stretch the spine rather. We're going to do that a few times, nice and slow. The elbows come wide, push the elbows to the ground, squeeze the shoulders to the earth, and gently gaze behind the head. Toes could lift. Exhale, toes down, heels up, elbows squeeze together around the spine. So we can stay with this. It's a very nice stretching sensation. Or we can just ground the feet. We're going to keep the elbows back and lift the head up, gaze into the knees. And then release the hands to the knees. Start to feel the abdominal muscles engaging. Hands by the ears, elbows back, and release down. Exhaling, lifting up, tuck the tail, draw the tummy in, and release the hands forward to the knees. Hands by the ears, and coming down. So exhaling. Inhaling down. And if this feels okay, as we exhale the next time, hands come forward, roll the body over towards the right hand comes on the outside of this left knee, to the centre, to the other side, to the centre and down. Exhaling, lifting, hands come forward, arms over to the left, to the centre, to the right, to the centre, hands by the ears, elbows back and down. So in your own time, take a rest at any time. Just so we're using the oblique muscles as well. Keeping the spine long. Imagine you've got a little fist underneath our chin. Gaze into the knees. So do two more. One more. And then rest. You're going to lengthen, bring the knees to the left, and we're going to roll onto our tummy, just to stretch out our abdominal muscles. So just roll onto our tummy, just come onto our elbows, just going to stretch out. So we can either just stay in this nice gentle Sphinx pose, just stretching the tummy, also back bend, or we can bring the hands to the earth and just lift and lengthen the body to the sky. Shoulders relax from the ears, just to feel stretch the body. Make sure the legs and the glutes are nice and relaxed. If we're lifted, feet a little wider than the mat maybe. Hands turning out to seal pose. Shoulders relaxing down. A couple breaths here. Then let the elbows come down. Bring the hand under the head. Let the head rest down. Bend the knees. And let the knees just gently move from side to side. Just ease up the back. And then let the legs come down, bring the hands by the side of the body and push back into child pose. So the knees can be nice and wide, arms can be forward. If it feels okay, arms can be by the side of the body, shoulders right.